Morning, everybody. Our guest is here. Can we make some noise? Because I feel like there's an unnecessary amount of people in the room. Can we make some noise this morning for Katy Perry, everybody?
Act professional. I'm going to act professional. I'm not going to say anything wrong.
Yeah, don't say anything
Basically,
wrong.
this is going to be super boring, babes.
Yeah. No, never.
I'm back, UK, I'm back.
Yeah.
People just turn the radio off.
They're like, bye.
Please leave. Please leave.
Hey, you are back. Is that annoying when people say that you're back?
No, I never really went away.
No.
I didn't I just took some time out a little bit to write 40 songs and
40. That's too
Yeah.
Why not at 10, then have the afternoon off? I'm serious. Why
to
do
why
do
one
people do
good
that?
song, you got to write 3, I believe. So that would be 30, and then I wrote some extras.
Okay. And then just some that are okay.
Yeah. So I'm just rolling them out one by one.
Is
babes.
it all done now? The album signed off, all finished?
No, it's not. I'm still in the thick of it, but just putting out songs as I feel, and I think people can really only digest songs in bite size these days. So
Yeah.
it's when someone puts 17 songs on a record, you're like, I gotta drive to San Francisco to listen to this record. Are you okay? I don't even have time to read anything but a headline these days. You want me to read a full article and listen to your 17 records? What are you okay?
Sorry. So just a few, not 17.
No.
But it is really, really nice to have you back. I do miss you being on the radio show because
Oh,
I
thanks.
always look forward to you being on.
It's
because
exciting. My hands are in full sweats because I haven't done this for a minute. So I'm like, I've just been feeling so free, but most freedom gets you in trouble.
Yes, but
So
now
I'm
you're
ready.
back in work mode.
I'm back in work mode.
Yeah, and what a place to kick this off, eh?
Yeah,
Hey,
mate.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, mate.
Do you know what I mean? And when did we first hear Change the Rhythm? That was what, 2 weeks ago? 2.5 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
No, babes. It's only been out for maybe 10 days or
Has
less. Yeah. I
Wow,
think.
I feel like I've been living it for almost a fortnight. That's so crazy.
Yes, it's brand new.
It's brand new.
But anything that's on the internet is just like their turnover rate is just so quick now.
And the video came out yesterday.
It sure did.
The video is really, really great. It looks
you.
expensive.
Yeah, you
It
know.
looks like the video that Katy Perry deserves.
Yeah, it on the surface, it's a classic KP video.
Yeah, I really like it.
But once you dig into it, it's different.
deep. It's deep. Do you fancy Skip Marley?
Do I fancy him? Of course.
He's so
He
hot.
exudes like such beautiful energy.
Yeah.
He's 20, so
Oh. So he's our age.
yeah, exactly. So he's
Same
right in my
school year as us.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But he's so lovely, and he really carries the flame of the Marleys and embodies what his grandfather was and everything he stands for. And I have so much respect for him, and I'm just so happy to kind of introduce him in my own way to the world. But he's just doing just fine on his own.
I love the bit in the video where you see him and you're like, holy moly, I gotta get out of here.
He's like a prophet. He wakes me up.
You're like, wow.
I was like, I have been asleep and riding the most wildest rides and been okay with it.
And now,
That's what it is. The music video is kind of just a surreal, absurd amusement park where people ride rides that get crazier and crazier, but still somehow okay with it.
yeah, and that's life, guys.
Oh, thanks, Nick.
And that's life.
Well, that's your opinion.
life, yeah.
That's your opinion.
Hey, next time you're here, can we do, because I love that you're on a roller coaster singing. I was
Yeah.
like, singing on a roller coaster looks great.
Well,
Next-
I'm such a junkie for amusement parks.
Me too.
In general,
Me too.
I've got membership to Disneyland. I go to all of them around
Yes.
the world. I've got Six Flags. We actually rented out Magic Mountain, which is this amusement park in right by LA for 3 days, and I was like, wow, I've really made it.
Wow.
I really felt like I made it.
Wow, that does, like shutting down an amusement park down.
The only time I've noticed that happen is there's this guy about 10 years ago that used to work with like Girls Gone Wild, that crazy American like girl thing,
Yeah.
sexy thing, and he rented it out for his birthday, and I was a club rat then. I like snuck in and I was like, wow, when I rent out Magic Mountain, I'll know I've really made it.
And now you have. I think next time you're in the UK, we do singing on roller coasters.
All right,
As a
like a
feature.
carpool karaoke, but for the UK.
Yeah.
That's your new show,
Yeah,
Nick.
basically, that's it. Don't tell James Corden.
Fudge.
Don't tell Corden.
No, he'll take it right now.
We'll have it. He'll sue us, but we'll have that. Should we play your new song then? Should we play Change the Rhythm on Radio 1?
No. Play Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Come on.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Katy Perry on BBC Radio 1, and I am chatting to Katy Perry.
BBC Radio 1.
How are you feeling about Brits tonight? Have you rehearsed? Have you got this?
Yeah. I've got this. I actually, I'm doing kind of a different thing where it's not like so, like they're usually with pop star comes like choreography and dance moves and ripped six pack abs. I don't have six-pack abs.
She has
and
an 8-pack.
I've got 8-pack. But I'm kind of on the stage somewhat by myself, but you'll see.
Okay,
So
I'm excited because I saw you at the Grammys. I love that set at the Grammys. At the
that
start,
white
I
picket
thought,
fence house.
At the start, I thought this might be just like
A bit boring.
A bit boring. Just a
you know me?
house.
Do you know me, Nikki?
Well, I thought surely something's going to happen, and then it happened.
Yes.
It happened.
Can't show all my cards right at the top. You
No.
know, I got to save some for later.
Tease them.
Yeah.
How is it performing when you're doing that at the Grammys and you are performing not only in front of the world and on the telly and loads of people in that arena, but you're looking out and it's like, hi Beyonce, hi Rihanna.
I would say that TV performances are probably my Achilles heel because obviously I see my peers who I admire sitting in the audience and I'm like, oh, I'll never be Beyonce. So I'm just like, I'm just less than Beyonce. I'm me in my own way and I love being me, but oh, shoot, you're so much better than everyone else. So it's hard performing sometimes. And also,
Do you like see her? Were you like up there singing like
No.
and she's like,
No, but like, I'm 32 now and I feel I love my 30s. I just adore them because you just let so much go and you find a confidence that you've never had and you really stop caring what people think.
Yeah.
And it's really, I feel like I've adopted that and people can see it in the performances and hopefully they'll see it tonight.
Yeah, I feel like that. We were just saying before we started this interview this
I
morning.
mean, I've got like my shoes off.
She's relaxed. She doesn't
I'm
care.
relaxed.
She's
I've got the
so
cord wrapped around my toes
relaxed.
for the next people.
Hey, Ed Sheeran's here,
disgusting.
look.
Oh,
Should we
babes!
get
Hi,
him in?
babes! Thanks, babes, for keeping me off the #1 spot. Thanks. Oh, you're so approachable. Oh, you're everybody's best friend. Oh, great.
Oh God, he's coming in. Hi, Ed Sheeran.
How are you?
Morning, Ed. How are you? How are you, Ed?
Can I say this is why I love Katie. First time I ever met Katie, I played a gig in Toronto. And I was sweating so bad, and then I saw Katie's side of the stage, and I was like, "Oh God, Katy Perry's here. This is really embarrassing. I'm really sweaty." And I walked up to her and I was like, "Hi," and she was like, "I would hug you, but ew."
But like then he was just Ed Sheeran, this guy, with red hair and
And
playing
you're like,
guitar.
ooh,
It was like,
now
love that sweat.
Lick that
That's-
sweat. Do you know what I mean? I read a story about you going to, maybe it was at the Grammys, when you were up for a Grammy, Ed, and you didn't win a Grammy, and Katie came up to you and was like, oh, don't worry, I've not won a Grammy yet.
Yeah, you'd lost.
And you made her smell her armpits
I'd
or
been
something.
nominated for 13, and you were nominated for 13, and
And guess what? We're in the next Grammy cycle together with 13 nominations, both of us. Who cares?
I was kind of down because I was like, oh God, like I lose every single year, and my parents come
It's been
every
down.
single. My parents come every single year, and Katie came up was like, it's all right, I've lost 13. Smell my armpit.
Oh, wow, did you go for a sniff?
I think we were a bit tipsy. I think there was a snifferoo.
My manager was like, I definitely would have sniffed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just kind of like numbers.
give you his number
know
if you want.
Numbers don't lie, right, Ed?
Hey.
All right. It was,
Right,
it was always
right.
Five.
It's a bit
Five.
clammy.
It's always a bit clammy. It's a bit
Ed, how are you?
Oh, it's a bit clammy.
It's a
All
little
right.
bit clammy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sweating.
sorry.
It's bad.
I get sweaty just being in here knowing like the English press. I'm like, this is gonna go terribly.
Oh yeah, no. The
I'm
worst
not as approachable as you are.
How are you feeling about the Brits tonight? Have you seen each other's rehearsals? Do you know what Ed's doing and do you know what Katie's doing?
I know what Ed's doing.
What's he doing? He won't tell me.
Well, he's brought a baby Taylor and he has a bunch of pedals and
It's a
he's
Martin. It's a baby
It's
Martin.
baby- I'm sorry, it's
Oh,
baby
oh,
Martin.
okay, baby
and actually,
Martin,
it's a band. There's no loop pedal today.
Ooh, you're
Ooh.
getting
And there's
crazy.
a
You're
surprise.
spending money. It's insane.
This has actually cost quite a lot.
How much did the Grammys cost?
Come on.
You know exactly.
I know how much it
She
cost.
came up to me and she told me exactly how much it cost,
Just tell
and then
us how
she
much
told
it
me how
cost.
much mine had made. She said mine cost this much, and yours made this
Wow,
much.
how much did the Grammys cost?
I'm gonna sit on my bed and strum my guitar and do a YouTube
More-
and shout both of you guys out later.
Do you know the first time I heard Katie's song, I just played to like 2 people, and I was crashing on this guy's couch that night, and I came in the house, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and on the TV was I Kissed a Girl, and I was like, this is quite a good song.
and that
thanks,
inspired him
guys.
to become a musician.
And Kiss Girls.
Hey, can we talk about your British accent, please, on Instagram? Because genuinely obsessed with this. Not yours, Ed.
The one you've been
Praise.
faking for your whole life.
I really, really enjoyed this. Have a little listen to this, Ed. Have you got some headphones there? Pop those on.
Can I turn mine up, please?
Turn them up. Yeah, there's a little knob there.
Were
Have a little
you
listen.
pointing at me?
There's a little knob there, and also a dial to touch up the headphones. Have a little listen to this. How do you think this is, Ed? Because I'm enjoying the Britishness of Katy Perry at the moment.
London Heathrow, crumpets, scones, tea, afternoon tea,
That's all right, you know.
ploughman sandwich, bubbling
Babes,
sweet.
that's my English
Bangers
friend,
and
Lauren
mash.
Guxman.
All right.
All right.
All right.
The only English part of that was me saying, all right, at the end.
I mean,
That's actually all right. Was
All
that
right.
you?
all right. Right, we're gonna have to play a song. We're gonna have Bastille, and then we're gonna have more from Katy Perry and Ed Sheeran, who apparently is now part of this interview. We're gonna have more from them after this. And now, Ed Sheeran together on the Radio 1 Breakfast Show.
The Radio 1 Breakfast Show.
With Nick Grimshaw.
And so what happens today for you guys then? Brits Day. For me, it feels like Christmas Day or something. It feels really exciting.
Is this show important?
Who?
Oh, wait, I was like, I'm coming over to the UK to do this like show. It's like a big deal, but like I don't know, it's like an island.
Never say
per
that.
capita, very small.
Never say that.
I'm just kidding. I'm very pleased, guys.
is
Obviously, I'm pleased.
This
I'm
is
so
this is
excited.
how we feel when we come over and do the AMAs.
No, it just feels so. I know. Let's get real. There's something. It's something weird when you. It's a not weird. I wouldn't say weird.
Okay.
I say it's a funny feeling when you leave your home and you do these shows that are so big to everyone else, but you're like, I don't know really what any of this means, but I know. I remember.
You know, it's like the British
Brits
family.
is
But
like.
the Brits, can I tell you, the first time I went to the Brits, and I've only been to the Brits a couple of times, maybe this would be my third time, but the first time I went to the Brits, I had a flu, maybe 102, and I was so sick, and I walked the carpet, and they were like, you can't go home, because they like knew I was going to win, and I didn't know if I was going to. I was like, why am I here? I'm dying. I literally went into the girls' bathroom, I went under a credenza, and like Natalie Imbruglia pulled up the curtain, was like, are you all right, babes? And I was like shivering because I had those cold sweats, and I was like, I'm supposed to be here at the Brits. I think I'm getting an award. And I had to stay and get the award, and then I just went straight to bed. But that was like my first,
Is that the only time you've been?
well, besides to perform Dark Horse
She
one
did
other
Dark
time.
Horse. I remember one night after
But
the
it was
Brits.
tragic. It was like, that was my only kind of connection with the Brits.
Well, the Brits is like the thing
And I
used to
hated my
watch
managers. I
on
was
the
like,
telly when I was little, and it made me want to be on the radio and do stuff like this and like do music and stuff.
No, I'm
I
so
really love
psyched to play, obviously.
No,
I'm
but
like
it's
one of the
like-
only females in like America. I'm
Yeah,
representing
you're one
the
of the
flag.
In
It's only
America.
you and Bruno.
Representing the flag,
Only
the
you and
American
Bruno.
flag,
Only
the only
you.
flag that matters.
Will you go to
Guys.
parties afterwards? Ed
Yeah,
Sheeran
are there
loves an
some?
af-
Are there
Ed
some?
loves an after Brits party.
Ooh.
He
Ooh,
does.
no, Ed's.
Did you see
no,
the
can I-
pictures?
Did
can
you
I-
see the pictures of Ed?
Oh,
They're
I see, no.
iconic.
My
They are iconic.
favorite ones are like, I'm not gonna drink tonight. Goes out. But by the way, yes, I've seen those memes. They're great.
Seen it.
They are some of my favourite pictures that have ever been taken in the history of music.
But you know what was mad about
Mahikis, I went to Mahikis one time and drank out of that treasure chest.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And I had to be dragged out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you have work the next day? Do you have work tomorrow morning?
I have to go on a flight, which is just like,
Where are you going to?
Horrible with a hangover.
I'm going
doing
back.
I'm doing Germany the next morning.
No, I'm definitely not going to Germany. That would be a short flight. But like the thing of it is that it's like just there's something they put in the air on the planes
They
that
also
makes you
put
depressed
ammonia.
anyways.
It's your hungover. That's why.
They put Imodium in the food.
Yeah, that is true. They put stuff in
That's
the food.
why.
too.
That's why when you land, you're constipated for like
Yeah.
a while.
That is true. That
Really? What if
So-
you're allergic to Imodium?
I don't know, but just think international pop stars have never had a poo.
Can we talk about
Rita Ora's not had a
chemtrails
poo
then?
since 2002.
Rita.
It's true, because she's just
She's
flying.
always flying.
Always flying, never pooing though. And
I'm pretty regular.
Yeah, great to know. I think this is where we'll end this interview.
Did we
Katie,
talk about anything good? I have a new
No.
song out, and so does Ed, but Ed's doing really well. I know the numbers, so buy mine.
Bye, Katie.
see you tonight at the Brits.
See, he's approachable.
Are you gonna
he's
be-
the best. Everybody loves him. No one's scared of him. They want to date him. They can have him.
There's probably I could probably find you at least 5 people that really hate me, and I could put you in touch with them. You could have like a little power.
a WhatsApp group.
little,
We hate Ed Sheeran.
Guys, thank you for coming on the show. Ed, we'll see you tonight.
sorry to crash it.
Katie, thank you. Have fun tonight. Thank you, Ed.
Thanks,
Thank you, Katie.
Buy my single Shape of You.
Radio.